Did you know there are 6 essential nutrients our body needs to perform optimally? And our bodies cannot make these nutrients themselves, so we need to obtain them through food. So, what are these nutrients? First, we have macronutrients, which are proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. We also need micronutrients, which are vitamins and minerals. And finally, the last essential nutrient we need is water. So let's talk about each of these nutrients and how to get them into our diets. First up, carbohydrates. Carbs are your body's preferred energy source, and the most nutrient-rich sources of carbohydrates are fruits, starchy vegetables like beans and potatoes, and whole grains like oats and brown rice. Be mindful of your intake of refined grains and added sugars because these can increase your risk for certain health conditions like diabetes. Next up, protein. Most people think of protein as the nutrient needed to build muscle. And while that's true, protein is also needed to speed up chemical reactions and support the immune system. The best protein sources include animal foods like fish, poultry, dairy, and eggs, as well as plant foods like beans, legumes, nuts, and soy. The last macronutrient you need is fat. And fat is important because it helps insulate the body, absorb vitamins, and plays a structural role in the different cells and hormones in the body. The best sources include unsaturated fats from foods like nuts and seeds, cooking oils like olive oil, fatty fish, and avocados. Try to be mindful of foods high in trans fat, which is in many processed and fried foods. Also be mindful of saturated fats, which are in foods like red meats, butter, cheese, and ice cream. Now for micronutrients, which are vitamins and minerals. Both are important for growth and repair, immunity, and supporting your overall metabolism. Now there are several essential vitamins and minerals, so how do you ensure you eat enough? The key is to make sure you're eating a variety of nutrient-dense foods from all the food groups. For example, fruits and veggies are loaded with micronutrients like vitamin C, magnesium, and potassium, whereas foods like fish and poultry are high in iron, zinc, and vitamin B6. And finally, water is the last and arguably the most important nutrient our bodies need. The majority of our body is water, so it's important to make sure we drink enough fluids each day. And when it comes to your fluid choices, water is certainly your best bet, but milk, 100% juice, and even coffee and tea can count. Just note that caffeine can be dehydrating for some people. You can also opt for watery foods like melons or grapes. And what is the first sign that you're dehydrated? That's right, thirst. When we need to hydrate. Now, if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, wondering how you could possibly make sure you're getting all these essential nutrients, don't be. The key is to make sure you're eating a variety of foods from each of the food groups.